President Trump is threatening Brazil with a 50% tariff, citing the criminal prosecution of former Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro. In this tariff letter addressed to the country's current president, Trump called the trial a, quote, witch hunt and said it should end immediately. For more on this, we're joined by Daniel Tannebaum. He's a partner at Oliver Wyman and a senior fellow with the Atlantic Council. Daniel, good morning to you. Welcome in to our special space here. Help us understand this threat from President Trump, because Brazil actually runs a trade surplus with the U.S. So what is happening here?
Yeah, I think I'm equally confused with what's happening here, because this whole tariff episode from Liberation Day onwards was a declaration of a national emergency due to a trade deficit. And to your point, in May, Brazil exported $3.61 billion and imported $3.63 billion from the U.S. So a trade deficit of next to nothing. So I'm not exactly sure what the issue is. And this, you put it in the letter, the focus of this has nothing to do with the trade imbalance. It has to do with his view of the mistreatment of the former president of Brazil. So it does call into question, what are we trying to achieve exactly with this?
Right. And it does show that President Trump is willing to use tariffs as a political weapon, as a means to get what he wants outside of economic benefits for the U.S., which he says was the point. The president also announced a 50% tariff on copper. That's in everything from our cell phones to these cameras shooting us. What impact could that have?
Well, if the objective is to mine, refine, and source more domestic copper, and we do mine and produce copper in the U.S., it could work. But in the interim, we import 800,000 tons a year of copper from Chile, from Mexico, from Canada. We can't replace that fast enough. So what's going to happen is everything that has copper in it, which to your point is damn near anything, will go up in price. And I do think this is one that he will pull back on as he begins to realize what a mistake this actually is as a policy.
Now, since April, we've seen in April, a kind of direct market response to this tariff threat and these announcements. But as deadlines have moved, as deals have been made, as people realize maybe this isn't as hard and fast as the president says, markets seem to have stabilized. When do things become irreversible, though? Well,
that's the thing. I don't know if the markets are the best proxy to understand what's happening. I had the CFO of one of the largest U.S. banks 2 weeks ago say, well, if everything's so terrible, why is the market doing great? When China began banning rare earth elements, 27 of them that are critical in a lot of things that we make that we can't get anywhere else, the market was numb to that. Just 2 weeks ago, an American automotive manufacturer shut down 3 assembly lines because they didn't have enough raw materials to produce windshield wipers and batteries. Companies have surpluses of these materials, so you don't see the impact for some time. But realistically, people should know more of when some of these actions take place. Like Brazil, if we like coffee, it's all about to go up in price. And
there's a reality
you can see this right now, but the markets generally are lagging. They're also buying into this taco argument that he's going to walk back a lot of these decisions.
Daniel Tannebaum, thank you very much. A good reality check. Thanks for being here.